Midweek action for you here on Johnson County Sports Live, presented by Martin City Animal Hospital, the area's choice for full-service vet care. Just east of State Line Road in Martin City. Martin City Animal Hospital is where your cat or dog is treated like family. Give them a call at 816-941-0070. Learn more at mcahvet.net. A very pleasant good evening and welcome to some midweek action here on Johnson County Sports Live. It's the Cavaliers, #1 in the nation, for yet another week in a row. They'll face off against the Baker University Wildcats reserves team, who only just have one win recorded in their book. As it'll be an interesting game to see what guys will step up in their new roles, as pretty much the entire infield has taken a turn, as we'll take a look at the defensive positions for the Cavaliers. Colin Coonrad in left field. He's played a few games there. Ashton Hartwig in center. Braden Giesler in right. So no new unfamiliar changes there. And then we go to the infield. Jack Jones will be at third. Logan Groh moves over to shortstop. Briggs Rowe stays put at second base. And Boston Bruce will be playing first base, while Evan DeMario will be behind the dish. David Dobbs, the DH. And our starting pitcher for this evening's action is Liam Roach, the future Arizona State Sun Devil. Has been one of the nation's best lefty arms so far on the season, and he'll face off against the leadoff man and Brady Mack, who will start in left field today. Drew Boyer will be in right, Ashton McCurdy, the DH, and then Braden Bivens, if anyone, to get on for Baker. There we go. The Cavs' quest to earn their 39th win of the season is underway. We're here at 4 o'clock p.m. first pitch, and that one way inside for ball one. First pitch officially at 4 o'clock p.m. Liam Roach evens the count at a ball and a strike. To Brady Mack, the freshman outfielder from Topeka, Kansas, out of Topeka Seaman High School. Well, count actually 1-2. And that one in for strike three, so it's a 4-pitch strikeout for Liam Roach to start the afternoon, and there's one down. And in steps in the right fielder, Drew Boyer. Let's take a look at the line for Liam Roach. 11th start of the season, 8 wins and no losses, has thrown 2 complete games. They're 44 1/3 innings, 33 hits, 16 runs, 14 earned, just only 14 walks and 79 strikeouts on the year. 2.84 ERA. Ball and a strike to Drew Boyer, the outfielder from Platte City, Kansas. High chopper fielded by Groh, deep in the outfield as he'll retire Drew Boyer. There's 2 down.
Third, the designated hitter, number 22, Ashton McCurdy.
So in steps in Ashton McCurdy. First pitch to him is a strike. He is one of the few guys on the roster that is actually listed as a number. Swings and misses at a ball in the turf. He's appeared in 10 games for the Wildcats. It's only 2 hits and 9 at-bats so far for the freshman out of Lakeside, California. Roach is 0-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. And Roach will retire the Wildcats in order as we move to the home half of the first. No score with the Cavs bats coming up next here on Johnson County Sports Live, presented by Martin City Animal Hospital. here in the bottom of the first, as Briggs Rowe will be in the leadoff spot. Normally heads towards the bottom of the order, but he will be the leadoff man for today. Braden Giesler is on deck and waiting. This is Calvin Urish who will be on the bump for the Wildcats. First pitch is high and in for ball one. Calvin Urish. He has some experience out of the KJCCC. He's a transfer out of Barton Community College. Junior out of Lawrence, Kansas. He's made only one career start for the actual varsity team. He's made 2 appearances out of the bullpen, 4 innings only logged. As this one high in the air into center field. Under it is McGowan. Ranges back to make the catch. 1 down.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 17, Braden Giesler.
So in steps in Braden Giesler. Let me tell you, this kid had quite the series against Allen, including that walk-off home run that secured win number 37 for the Cavaliers. One of the toughest young lefties to pitch around. Went 6 for 9 against the Red Devils, had a double, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, scored 5 times, walked once, and struck out once. And Giesler, a high fly ball into left field. Under it is Mack at the wall. Gone! Talk about lefty power. Solo shot for Braden Giesler, and the Cavaliers strike first in this game. Home run number 11 for the freshman from Jasper, Indiana. 1 pitch, 1 swing was all Braden Giesler needed.
The shortstop, number 19, Logan Grove.
In steps in Logan Grove, at shortstop today. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Giesler slugging .311. What's now his 46 at-bats he's had. Ball 1 strike to Logan Grove. It's only 4 hits and 14 at-bats. Had 2 home runs on the campaign. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drove in 10 runners, though, on the series. 4 runs scored himself, 2 walks and a strikeout. Ball and 2 strikes from Calvin Urish. Kick and fire. High chopper. Ranging in is Hamilton. On the hop. Throw to first in time. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 4, Colin Coonrad.
And here steps in Colin Coonrad, who will be playing left field today. First one outside for ball 1. What's new in the conference, although Ryan Bradford picked up his 4th Conference Batter of the Week title. So the accolades keep piling up. Coonrad, hard liner into right field. That's fair, and he'll get down to the wall for a base hit. And into second standing is Colin Coonrad. It's a 2-out double to put the Cavaliers with an RBI chance for Boston Bruce.
The first baseman, number 27, Boston Bruce.
1-0 Cavalier lead so far, and Boston Bruce the chance to add on to it. He's driven in 49 runners this year. which already surpasses the 40 he drove in last year in 44 games. He drove in 9 more runs in 4 less games. Now here in his sophomore campaign. Fouls it out of play, ball and a strike. Steady 6 of 9 in the 4-game set against Allen. 2 doubles, a home run, 6 RBIs, scored 5 times and walked 3 times. Urish takes a few checks back at second. He'll fire here. And it's low, 2 balls and a strike. Cavaliers, a team 83% stolen base percentage. They'll still win necessary, but not more used to doing it. This one flied into center. And McGowan will have 2 putouts to end the first inning, but not before Braden Giesler. Huge flyer into left field. Cavs lead it 1-0 as we're through 1 here in Overland Park. Here in the top of the second, Liam Roach sent down the Wildcats 1-2-3. And check swing for Bivens. He went fully around. Second guessed his swing there. Braden Bivens, the junior from Olathe, Kansas. Attended high school at Heritage Christian Academy. Behind on that one, ball and 2 strikes. He's on the active roster, but has not recorded a single varsity stat. 1-2 upstairs and high, 2-2. Roach, 81 strikeouts now on the season after an inning of work, and make it 82 as they'll ring up Bivens looking. There's the first out to start the second. As I look over to the bullpen, Liam Roach probably won't have much longer as the Cavaliers will, and Eric talked to Eric Horner this morning, said pretty much everybody on this roster that can pitch will pitch in the next couple days. Doesn't matter what capacity. Normally it'll be an inning or 2 unless we head to Saturday against a Southwestern team that look to pose a challenge to the Cavaliers, who are red hot. Some of the best batting numbers. Their team batting average marked up to over 400. They bat .402 as a combined team. Average 12.5 runs a game and average close to 13 hits a game. 2-2 to Connor Wells, the freshman out of Topeka, Kansas. Chops it foul. Another one of the several high schools in Topeka, Washburn Rural High School, home of the Varsity Blues. Class 6A in the state of Kansas. 2-2 high and out. Count was full at 3-2. Roach will have pitch number 7 to Connor Wells coming up here as he's got John McGowan, the center fielder, on deck. Roach quickly working the 3-2, and that one flied in the air into left field. Back is Coonrad at the wall and makes the catch in front of the wall. 1 down. 2 down, excuse me.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, number 29, John McGowan.
I pretty much confused everybody in the press box to my left. They thought I said 3 down. I said 1 down instead of 2 down. So looks like I'm not good with numbers today. High chopper fielded by Briggs Rowe. Great play, but he probably won't be able to make a play as it'll be an infield single for John McGowan. And the first runner aboard for the Wildcats here in the top half of the second.
The second baseman, number 14, Gannon Hamilton.
So in steps in Gannon Hamilton. Well, starts swinging and missing. He went fishing on that one. Gannon Hamilton, a two-way player, is a freshman out of Cameron, Missouri. Has logged only a game as a base runner on the varsity team. There's number 41, but he'll wear 14 here. The junior varsity jerseys. 1-1 in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roach will kick and fire the 1-2. That one will get into right field for a base hit. So the Wildcats with 2 aboard here in the second inning.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, number 27, Colby McRoberts.
Two on and 2 down for Colby McRoberts. The Wildcats, bottom half of the order is finding their groove, and McRoberts will start behind 0-1. McRoberts, a freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri, Lee Summit High School. Falls behind 0-2. Interesting enough about their mascot, they're called the Tigers, and their logo basically the exact same as the Missouri Tigers. I drive by that high school every single day on my drive to Warrensburg to class. Massive high school, by the way, I must say. I believe competing Class 6. Roach has an 0-2. He'll look back to second, and he will step off. Still get a ball and 2 strike count. At 3 strikeouts today. And that one will get away from DeMario, and both runners advance to scoring position. Two balls, 2 strikes. Roach fires, and it's high and out. Count moves full. 0-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. Roach has 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. And that's how we will end this second as the Wildcats strand 2 with 2 hits. No runs in the inning. We move to the bottom half of the second. Cavs look to try and extend their lead when we come back. Here in the bottom half of the second, Ashton Hartwig to lead off. And that one just barely in the zone for a strike. Got Jack Jones on deck. And Urish will want a new baseball. Two and one. Ashton fouls off. Count moves even at 2-2. Hartwig 5 hits and 11 at bats against the Red Devils. 3 doubles and a triple. Drove in 3, scored 3 himself, and had 3 walks. 2-2 outside, gets past Wells and all the way to the backstop. Count full at 3-2. Three-two, hard grounder to third, fielded by Mick Roberts. Long throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Batting 7. The third baseman, number 5.
So Hartwig will work a 6-pitch at bat as and steps in the third baseman Jack Jones. DeMario will be up next, and then David Dobbs in the 9 hole. If anyone to get on. So combine 3 traditional catchers to be in the starting lineup. David Dobbs can play the outfield. Seen him pinch hit and then throw him in right field. Ball on a strike to Jack. 4 for 6 with 3 doubles and an RBI. Scored 3 times and walked once. And that's after he went 1 for 7. He didn't have the best series. He had an okay series against Neosho, and that's after he only had a hit in 7 at-bats in series against Coffeyville, where he struck out. 3 balls and a strike. Irish will try and get ahead in the second here as that one fouled off. And another full count, second straight batter. Irish had only 4 less pitches to the first 5 bats for the Cavaliers in the first. Another 3-2 from Urish, and Jones will reach and foul it off. We'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another 3-2 from Urish, and it's low and out for ball 4. So Jack Jones will occupy first as Evan DeMario will step in.
The catcher, number 36, Evan DeMario.
That one gets away, throw down to second, and in standing is Jones, but he'll go to third after sliding the outfield. Well, start to DeMario. And DeMario rocket into left field. Back is back, and it's gone. 2-run shot for Evan DeMario, his 3rd home run of the season in his freshman campaign. And it's 3-0 Cavaliers via the long balls.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 25, David Dobbs.
As in steps in David Dobbs. One ball, one strike, even count to David Dobbs. And Dobbs skies this into right center. It'll be McGowan under it, and he makes the catch. His hat flies off, and there's 2 down.
The second baseman, number 10, Briggs Rowe.
Two down for Briggs Rowe. Well, for one of the fly out to McGowan. So going outside for ball 1. Two no. Count quickly in Briggs' favor at 3-0. Four-pitch walk. And another runner back aboard first.
17, Braden Giesler.
Braden Giesler will step in. Giesler had the solo shot. First pitch he saw. Giesler on top of that one. In the shallow infield, Hamilton under it, makes the catch. And that's how we end this second inning. We're through 2. Cavs lead at 3-0 as we head to the third here on Johnson County Sports Live. Top half of the third, and Liam Roach's day is in fact done. After only 2 innings of work, and this is what you can expect, is we'll have several more arms that I see in the distance warming up in the bullpen as Vicente, a new arm on the hill. Three 0 Cavs, 2 home runs on the day. Braden Giesler, a solo shot, and then just this past inning, Evan DeMario, 2-run shot. So after 2, Roach's day is done. After a pitch count at 24, went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, no runs, none earned, no walks, and 4 strikeouts, which ties a season low for him. So this is Ronan Vicente, normally his starter, will come out of the bullpen. Make it his 12th appearance total on the season, 33 2/3 innings of work. — 31 hits, 11 runs, 11 earned, 10 walks, 49 strikeouts. Foul ball will do it again at 3-2. Cooper Burton to round out the bottom of the order. Freshman from Kansas City, Missouri, out of Lincoln Prep High School. They'll square down another 3-2 with Vicente, and another foul ball. We'll do it all over again at 3-2. Vicente deals, and it's in for strikeouts, and there's the first out of the third, and strikeout number 50 on the season for Ronan Vicente, combined 69 strikeouts in his Cavalier career. Just one away from number 70 as Brady Mack will step in for the second time as Baker will get through the order and now 2 1/3 innings. Swing and a miss from Mack. Struck out on 6 pitches to start ball game for Roach and the Cavaliers, and Mack quickly down 0-2. Opposite field and foul. Another 0-2, and down swinging goes back on 4 pitches. Quickly 2 up, 2 down is now Vicente. 70 career strikeouts as a Cavalier as Drew Boyer steps in. Well, interesting note for Roach, he threw 24 pitches in his 2 innings, 17 of them for strikes. Impressive stuff from the lefty. That one inside for ball 1 to Boyer. Grounded out to Logan Groh at shortstop his first time up. Ball on a strike to the right fielder. Freshman out of Platte City. 2-1. Count moves to 3-1. Count full at 3-2. Full count. Vicente's offering in for strike 3. 3 strikeout inning for Ronan Vicente. Mows down the Wildcats in order as we head to the bottom half of the 3rd. 3-0 Cavs in front still. Bottom half of the 3rd. First one high and in for ball 1 to Logan Groh, and it'll still be Calvin Urish on the hill for the Wildcats, and Groh flies this one, a towering one deep to center field. Back is McGowan. See you later. That's the 3rd home run of the day for the Cavaliers. 2 solo shots and a 2-run shot, and Logan Groh has extended it to a 4-0 lead.
Left fielder number 4, Colin Coonrad.
And for Logan Groh, home run number 18 on the season for the sophomore. Coonrad holds off, ball on a strike. Ball and 2 strikes. Logan Groh combined 22 home runs in his JUCO career. Solid mark for a guy that started playing every day late in the year. 2-2. And Coonrat will go down swinging. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 27, Boston Bruce.
1 down for Boston Bruce, who's at first base today. Flew out to center field in the first. And check swing, that one way foul. One. So Boston normally primarily DH and catcher, kind of switching between. Started becoming more of a 2-game catcher. Would be normally one of the first ones, depending on where the Cavs are at in the order, to be subbed out for a loaded list of catchers they have in the system. As DeMario and Dobbs both in the lineup today, so 3 different catchers on this roster will get playing time. 2-2, chopped to short. This is Burton, what a grab, throw to first, will not be in time, so Boston Bruce will have an infield single. There's 1 down for Ashton Hartwig. So Cavs already in 2 1/3 innings have 5 hits. And Hartwig just foul. Just hooked over the white line. So baseball delivery for the home plate umpire. Hartwig starts off 0 for 1. He grounded out to the third baseman and Colby McRoberts. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Normally sometimes in this box people rely on me for the count, and sometimes I talk a bit too quiet to the point where I misheard. So 2-1. We're going. It's 44 hits on the year, batting .344. And this one into left center field. Plenty of carry and all the way past the scoreboard and gone. Make it now the 4th home run of the game in the 2nd solo shot. And it's Ashton Hartwig's 6th home run of the season. It's 6-0 Cavaliers.
Jones.
And out comes the Baker pitching coach, who will talk this through with Urish as it's not been the day for Sean Urish. It looks to me they'll have a guy headed to the bullpen as we speak. Jack Jones will step in. So I'll check in on who the pitcher could be. Leads me to believe that it'd be Spencer McGuire who will be the arm in the bullpen. Jack Jones starts ahead 1-0. Baker only brought a combined 4 pitchers with them today. Urish, they have McGuire, and then also the other 2 arms in Eden Schimmel and Cordell George. Probably plenty of movement to move back in the zone. 2 balls and a strike. You have Evan DeMario on deck, who went yard already in this game. This count moves 3-1 to Jack Jones. Was on a 7-pitch walk back in the second. And it now is a 5-pitch walk for Jack Jones.
Number 36, Evan DeMario.
Evan DeMario will step in. And DeMario was 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts against the Red Devils in his appearances. Cavaliers have won their last 22 games. "15 games remaining on the schedule as that one gets away at first base from Bivens, and around second and digging for third is Jack Jones, and he will be into third via the error. So still down 0-1. DeMario fouls it off. Count moves to 0-2. This is after DeMario against the Neosho Panthers had a hit in 3 at-bats. He drove in a run and he walked in another 2 strikeout day. 0-2, low and out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. For the hit against Neosho, he hadn't had a hit since Labette. He had 2 hits against the Cardinals as that one leaks into right field, and that one gets past Hamilton too, and to score is Jack Jones. And make it 3 RBIs for Evan DeMario. It's 7-0 Cavaliers. So here's David Dobbs. 1 high and in for ball 1. Dobbs flew out to center his first time up. It's only the second out of the second. 1 strike. That one will get away from Wells, and into second is DeMario. Just only 4 extra base hits of Dobbs' career 5 hits. 2 home runs, a triple, and a double. 400 on base percentage. The freshman from Topeka. 2 on that one, popped up in the air. Ranging in is McGowan. He will drop right in front of him. So David Dobbs will be aboard first, and there's 2 aboard with 1 out still, and back to the top of the order for the 3rd time with Briggs Rowe. And Wells will go up and talk to his arm in Urish. So 2 more mound visits left for the Wildcats to use. Briggs Rowe steps back in here in the 3rd. Has batted 1 time an inning. 0 for 1 of the fly out. He had a 4-pitch walk back in the 2nd after Dobbs flew out to McGowan. That one high pop up. It'll stay in the infield, and it's Burton to range back in the outfield and shallow left. Make the catch, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 17, Braden Giesler.
There's 2 down for Braden Giesler. Giesler a solid start. He had the 1-pitch home run back in the 1st inning. But he'd pop out to Gannon Hamilton to end the 2nd. The Cavs had 2 runs back in the 2nd inning, currently with 4. 7-0 start. This Cavaliers side that's been showing off their dominance here, 2-1. To Braden Giesler. Hamilton playing back in shallow right. Giesler is ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one, runners go, and it's outside for ball 4. And the Cavaliers will bat through the order. The bases are loaded for Logan Groh.
Logan Groh.
So DeMario is on 3rd. David Dobbs on 2nd. Braden Giesler on 1st, and Groh. First one fouled off. Moves 0-1. Groh had the solo home run to start off the 3rd inning on just the 2nd pitch he saw. Rounded out to 2nd base. One away inside, and Wells quickly to fall on it, and DeMario won't test. 2 balls and a strike. Cavs are 46-2 all time against the Wildcats. And Groh smacks that deep to left field. Back it goes. See ya! 2nd home run of the day for Logan Groh. He's driven in 5 runs in this game. It's 11-0. Take a look at the number of home runs. Fifth home run of the day for the Cavaliers as Urish's day is done after 2 1/3. Take a look at the new arm for the Wildcats when we come back. Here in the bottom of the third, and Baker will have to surrender another arm out of their bullpen. This is Spencer McGuire. First one in for a strike to Coonrat. 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. McGuire, kind of a very tall, funky guy. Left-handed senior out of Vancouver, Washington. Transfer from Clark College. That one way over the head, 2-2. He stands at a marvelous 6'6". Also listed on the varsity roster as well. Another foul ball. Count still remains at 2-2. Deuce is wild. Another offering, and Coonrat lifts that into left field. Bat goes back at the track. The wall gone. Solo shot for Colin Coonrat, the 6th combined home run of the game for the Cavaliers. And it's 12-0. And for Coonrat, that's home run number 24 for number 4. And the first one line outside for ball 1. Tuna. Coonrat second in the nation in home runs now at 24. Takes over after him and Ryan Bradford are tied at 23. Both tied for second in the nation. Now Coonrat the sole second place home run hitter. Four home runs shy of Cameron Yearsley out of John Logan College, who has 28. Three-one high and outside for ball four.
The center fielder, number 6, Ashton Hartwig.
So in steps in Ashton Hartwig. Hartwig's already also went yard at a 2-run home run back in the third inning. First one in for a strike. Just mentioned the Cavaliers last year when they played Baker in one of the games. They won 23-0, which was their fifth largest shutout in program history. 23-0. And their 23-0 win also was the 22nd most runs they've scored in program history. That's a high pop-up in the infield. It'll be Hamilton to make the catch. And the Wildcats finally escape this third, but the Cavaliers deal 9 runs of damage. So we move to the fourth. It's 12-0. You're watching Cavalier Baseball on Johnson County Sports Live. We're here in the top of the fourth. Anson Seibert to take over on the bump after Ronan Vicente through 1 inning. Mowed down the Wildcats in order. One on the ground to second. One down.
The first baseman, number 21, Braden Bevins.
Briggs Road takes care of Ashton McCurdy. McCurdy, Bivens, and Wells, and then John McGowan if anyone reaches. One high and in for ball one. One ball, one strike as we take a look at Anson Seibert, the right-handed freshman from Overland Park, Kansas, out of Blue Valley Southwest High School. That one chipped into center field. It'll drop down for a base hit. Only the third hit of the day for the Wildcats, and it's Braden Bivens, their first baseman,
The catcher,
to get a run on base.
Connor Wells.
This is Seibert's third appearance. He's only worked 2 innings and has 2 strikeouts. Stands at a marvelous 6'9", weighs 235 pounds, and again is a local kid out of Overland Park. One, two ups, or 0-2 upstairs, 1 and 2. To Connor Wells, who flew out to Colin Coonrad his first time up. One, two, and Wells just barely able to hold back. This cat runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just in, count was full. Hasn't pitched since March 26th against Neosho, where he logged an inning and had a strikeout. I went into left center, and that'll drop down for a base hit. They're going to send around Bivens, and the relay to the plate. Not in time. It's an RBI double for Connor Wells, and the Wildcats are on the board here in the top half of the fourth.
Number 29, John McGowan.
That one ran all the way to the wall. Had plenty of carry, and Connor Wells has the Wildcats on the board. Center fielder John McGowan had a single off of Liam Roach. Ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 chopped foul. Do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Baker in the first game only scored 4 runs as the Cavaliers won game 1 in 7, 15-4. Another 1 and 2 coming up. One and 2 upstairs, 2 and 2. Played Baker back on April 21st of last year, doubleheader here at home. It was part of a month of April where the Cavaliers won every game but one. It was the first game of the away doubleheader against Coffeyville. They lost 5-4 in 7 before they would win the next game 12-2. And they'd rattle off their next 10 as Seibert gets the strikeout. There's 2 down for Gannon Hamilton. Those 10 straight wins in May led them to the Plains District Tournament champions before they went to Grand Junction in the JUCO World Series. Very tough bracket, very tough side. They got put in McLennan and Blinn, 2 teams they had to face. Although after that loss they suffered to McLennan, managed to go back and forth Eastern Oklahoma State and then won 14-13. A successful 52-13 season for the Cavaliers last year. 2-1 in the air into right field. Giesler rages over to make the catch. Had quite the interesting hop, but nevertheless will make the play. As that's how top of the 4th will go. Wildcats get in 1, they strand 1. Still an 11-run lead for the Cavaliers as they head to bat here in the bottom half of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, Jones, DeMario, and Dobbs, and then Briggs roll if anyone gets on. As the Cavs brought 13 batters to the plate in the 3rd inning. Jack Jones starts ahead 2-0. Walked twice today. Smith-Wire will enter into for what could hopefully be his first full inning of work. Only worked a third of an inning. Here's a 3-1. Chopped foul, and the count runs full at 3-2. Yes. Cavaliers again, of course, starting off the year strong, 38 wins, and Jack Jones flies this into left field, and under to make the catch is Mack, one down.
The catcher, number 36, Evan DeMario.
So one down for DeMario, 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. And he's got another base hit to his name.
The designated hitter, number 25, David Dobbs.
A flawless game for Evan DeMario, now his 3rd hit of the day. 2 singles and a home run, and in steps in a guy that looks to try and nab his 2nd hit of the day. It's David Dobbs. Dobbs a single back in the 3rd. Would fly out back in the 2nd inning. 1-0 gets away from Wells, and he struggled to pick up the baseball, so DeMario will head to 2nd. Dobbs would fly out to McGowan to start his day in the 2nd. In center field. 2 balls and a strike. Another one in the turf, count 3-1. Topeka Seaman team that he was a senior on back in 24, made it all the way to sub-state championship where they lost to Eisenhower 3-2 as Dobbs is aboard of the walk. There's 2 aboard and 1 down for Briggs Rowe. Briggs 0 for 2, a fly out back in the 1st. He would walk on 4 pitches back in the 2nd. And popped out to the shortstop, and Burton back in the 3rd. DeMario dancing at 2nd, and McGuire will fire. And it's fouled off. Ball and a strike, and fans, I know you've seen on the YouTube, and just to clarify the scheduling for this weekend, game will be on, next game is on Saturday. It's now a doubleheader against Southwestern. Begins at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and then Sunday, Baker will be back here for a 1 o'clock 9-inning game. Of course, you can catch all that right here on your home of the Cavaliers, Johnson County Sports Live. Count quickly moves to 3-1 on Briggs. Ball away from Walken for the 2nd time today and loading the bases. One high and in for ball 4, and Briggs, his 2nd walk of the day. And the bases are now loaded for Braden Giesler.
Right fielder number 17, Braden Giesler.
And now comes Baker's pitching coach. Again, Wildcats only have 2 more pitchers to work with. And then you'd start getting guys that are utility players. Like Elisha Collin is the utility guy that could possibly pitch. So the total bench that Baker brought today, 3 pitchers, 2 catchers, an infielder, an outfielder, and a utility guy. So combined 8 guys that they brought with them on the bench. There's a guy that could deal a lot of damage in Braden Giesler. 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk. First one catches the outside corner for a first called strike. Ball on a strike because that next offering is outside. And for Giesler, he's hit a home run in his last 4 starts. I want a high chopper over to first, under it, and Bivens will dive on the base. So we'll drive in a run, and it's the 13th run across the board for the Cavaliers.
The shortstop, number 19, Logan Grove.
Still 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. Two down for Logan Grove, who's driven in 5 runs today. Already halfway to a combined 10 runs he drove in the past series against the Red Devils of Allen Community College. So again, Giesler grounded out last AB. He's hit a home run in 4 straight games and has hit a home run in 5 of his last 6 games. Total at 7. And Grove drives that into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Briggs to make it 2. It's a 2-run RBI single for Logan Grove. 7 runs driven in on the day, and it's a 15-1 Cavalier lead. Conrad swings and misses. Ball on a strike to Coonrat. 2 extra base hits on the day, double back in the first, homered back in the third, and then he would strike out swinging also in that 3rd inning. Two and one. That one sliced into left center field. That'll drop down and roll all the way to the wall. It's played by McGowan. And the score is Logan Grove, and it's a 2-out RBI double for Colin Coonrad. His 2nd run he's driven in today, and it's 16-1 Cavaliers.
Pinch hitting for the Cavaliers, number 40, Trent Cornell.
Cornell pinch hit in the 4th. That one From McGuire to second, throw to first in time. Forgot number 3. So Cornell grounds out, and the Cavaliers have a 4-run fourth as we head to the 5th, 16-1. Another huge lead for the Cavaliers in this game. Back here in the top of the 5th, and just 2 defensive substitutions in the game. Boston Bruce out of the game. Trent Cornell will pinch hit for him, moves to second. That'll slot over Briggs Rowe to first. Colby McRoberts count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. 0 for 1 of the strikeout back in the second inning. That one in for strike 3, so Seiberts gets a punch out to start the 5th, his second of the day, and there's 1 down.
The shortstop, number 11, Cooper Burton.
1 down for Cooper Burton. One in the turf for ball 1. Burton struck out back in the 3rd. 1-0 in for a strike, ball and a strike. Two and 1. That one into right center field, and Hartwig ranges over to make the catch. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th for Seibert and the Cavaliers.
Left fielder, number 5, Brady Mack.
I think so too.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. On a strike to Brady Mack, who struck out twice, and Cornell, that one gets by him, and it's into center field.
Right fielder, number 1, Drew Boyer.
I think they should have been announced. In my opinion. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
So it'll go in the book as an E4 for me.
I think that was a hit earlier.
So then, yeah, so it'd be an E4 officially, as kind of the ruling is should have been an out of that one. A hard liner into right field. That'll get by Giesler, and it'll go all the way to the wall in right center. Around third and holding up is Mack. It's a 2-out double for Drew Boyer. And the Wildcats have 2 aboard, both in scoring position, as it'll be Ashton McCurdy who steps in. Take a look at some scores from around the conference. We begin in Arkansas City. Cali takes down Neosho 11-8. They're currently playing game 2. That game is in the bottom of the 6th. Cali leads 8-6. Again in the bottom of the 6th over the Panthers. Coffeyville takes on Highland. Game 1, Coffeyville wins 8-2. Second game, Coffeyville takes care of the Scotties in 7, 12-0. One ball, one strike. Allen and KCK had a doubleheader. I'll get the score for you on that later. Fort Scott takes care of Labette in game 1, 10-0. Don't see a second game anywhere, so we'll check on that as well. Count is 1-2 on Ashton McCurdy. Struck out back in the first to end the first, and also grounded out in the fourth. And that one poked into center field. That'll drop down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Boyer to make it 2. It's a 2-run RBI single for Ashton McCurdy, and the Wildcats have their first runs since the fourth.
First base number 21, Brandon Bevins.
Those aren't earned. But still, yeah. Oh, yeah.
First one low out to Bivens. Strikeout and a single his day so far. One 0 for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. One was way high and in, and Bivens still swung through it. Count moves to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch again from Seibert, and again it's foul. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. So KCK takes care of Allen in game 1, 10-0 in 5. That was the final of game 1. Count is 2-2. Deuces wild across the board to McCurdy. Count moves full 3-2. KCK secures a sweep over Allen. They win game 2 by a final score of 7-1. So the Blue Devils get the sweep. 18 conference wins the Devs. 3-2 runner goes. High chopper to second. Cornell fields it. Throw to first in time. That's how we end the top half of the fifth. Baker gets 2 across. They strand 1. We head to the bottom half of the fifth. 16-3 our score. Ball and a strike to Hartwig as we're back on the air here in the bottom of the fifth. 16-3 our score. Hartwig, Jones, DeMario, and then Dobbs if anyone gets on. Quickly 2-1 to Ashton Hartwig. Ground out, pop out, and a home run. Ran one's count. This game is a 9-inning game, regardless of any run rule in place. That is, unless the coaches talk things out and will agree to call it after 7. And again, I mentioned Baker only brought 4 pitchers, so they're on a really tight rope as Hartwig will be on base of the walk to start off the bottom half of the fifth. Looks to be Baker might be Baker's got their third arm warming up in the bullpen. Then steps in Jack Jones. First one high and up for ball 1. Jack's been on base twice via the walk. For the first time back last inning in the 4th when he flew out to Brady Mack. Moves to a ball and a strike. 1-2 to Jones, and he rips that one foul. And that'll sail way over the bullpen on the far side of the field. Kind of an interesting game from the west side of the conference. Colby and Pratt. Another foul ball from Jack Jones. Pratt takes down Colby 5-4 in a 10-inning game. That's the only one that's been played. And then a very large game in the bottom of the sixth. Hutchinson up on Barton 17-4. Hutch won the first game 9-7. So Hutch looking to start off ahead. And Dodge City takes down Seward County 9-8 in game one. Game two was supposed to be played about 2 hours ago, as we're closing in on 2 hours played here in Overland Park. Another foul ball. We'll do it again. That's pretty much all we've got baseball-wise today. Three-two, low and in for ball four. So Jack Jones will win the battle after 9 pitches.
The catcher, number 36, Evan DeMario.
2 aboard and nobody out as Evan DeMario steps in. And out comes the Baker coach to make a second change of the day. We'll take a look at the new arm for the Wildcats when we come back. 2 aboard, nobody out for the Cavaliers. DeMario up to bat when we come back. Back here at Johnson County Sports Live, still here in the bottom of the 5th, and it's a new arm on the bump for the Wildcats. as the Wildcats will turn to their third different arm. And it's another senior that the Wildcats have pitching in this in this game. It's Eden Schimmel, the right-handed senior out of Topeka, Kansas. Out of Shawnee Heights High School, home of the Thunderbirds, as Demaria goes down swinging on 3 pitches. There's the first out.
The designated hitter, number 25, David Dobbs.
Then steps in David Dobbs. Again, we take a look at the standings in the conference. Cavaliers sitting pretty in first place at 20-0. KCK in second. They sit at 20 wins and 2 losses. Dobbs rips that one. That'll hook. Foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cowley in third at 14-3. And Fort Scott with 12 wins and 6 losses. And everyone else after Fort Scott below 500. Neosho, Coffeyville, Allen, Labette, and Highland in last. Let me take a look at the west side of the standings. Cloud County at 19-3. They sit atop the conference. Hutchinson at 14-4. And that one ripped deep to left field and gone. Seventh home run of the game for the Cavaliers, and David Dobbs goes yard for the 3rd time this season. It's 19-3 Cavaliers.
The first baseman, number 10, Briggs Rowe.
The Cavaliers, 7 home runs they've hit in this game. Make it 8. See you later. Make it 20 runs for the Cavaliers. And the 7th home run of the game. And home run number 19 for Briggs Rowe on the season. So in steps Braden Giesler, and he torches that one deep to right. Gone! Back-to-back jacks for the Cavaliers. 9 home runs in this game. 2nd of the day for Braden Giesler. 12 on the season, and it's 21-3.
Shortstop, number 19, Logan Grove.
It's a home run derby for the Cavaliers. Logan Grohl lays off the first offering for ball 1. Rose already hit 2 home runs today, both in the 3rd inning. And Groh, that one deep to right. Back is Boyer, and he'll step up to make the catch, and there's 2 down.
The web fielder number 4, Colin Coonrad.
So the Cavs go 3 straight home runs with Dobbs, Rowe, and Giesler. It's a 5-run 5th, and the Cavaliers an 18-run lead. First one to Coonrad outside for ball 1. Coonrad, 3 extra base hits, a home run, and 2 doubles. He has struck out back in the 3rd, in his first at bat in the 3rd. Coonrad fouls it off. He had a great piece of it. There's all but 2 Cavaliers in the lineup that have not hit a home run today. Boston Bruce / Trent Cornell, as Coonrad will take a walk.
The second baseman number 40, Trent Cornell.
And now in steps in the chance for a home run in Trent Cornell, who had a grand slam in the 2nd game against Allen. Can also add in Jack Jones has not hit a home run in this game either. Cornell in his first at bat in his pinch hit appearance for Boston Bruce. Grounded out to the second baseman. And Banker looks to be warming up their last arm they have available. Cornell flies this one deep to left field. See ya! That's 10 home runs in a game, and Trent Cornell makes it 23-3. My goodness.
The center fielder number 6, Ashton Hartwig.
And now Ashton Hartwig will step in. First one in for a strike. Ball and a strike. So the Cavaliers on the season with their 10 home runs they have right now at 136 home runs. That's the most in junior college baseball right now. That one's gonna hit Ashton. So now we have a runner aboard first.
Jack Jones.
As Jack Jones will step in, and he is another guy. He's now really the only one that's in the lineup right now that has not hit a home run. So Jack Jones looking to make it all 9 Cavaliers that are in this lineup right now to hit a home run in this game. And it'd be a combined 11 home runs, which ties for the most they've hit this season in a game. Jones looked like he was ready for that one. Ball and a strike. Cavaliers 126 home runs, most in the JUCO landscape, as there goes Hartwig to second. He's in safely. And the team in second place, John A. Logan College, only has 97. So Jack Jones has walked 3 times in this game and has flown out. And back to the home run difference. 29 home runs separate Johnson County and John A. Logan College. Jones hard grounder to third and foul. Count still remains at 2-2. Just showing Savoy my scorecard and he's laughing. It's filled to the brim. I'll probably post a picture after this. Count moves full at 3-2. .136 combined home runs now. That one upstairs for ball 4, and Jack Jones has walked a 4th time today.
The catcher number 36, Evan DeMario.
The Cavaliers team of record breakers. First one low for ball 1 to DeMario. 2 singles, a home run. He's driven in 3 runs today, and he scored 3 himself. Ball on a strike. Cavaliers need 51 home runs to tie the all-time JUCO record of 187 home runs in a season. And ball 2 strikes. That one away in 2-2. And the Cavaliers, we'll do the math here. I did the math right now. They need to hit 3 home runs, maybe close to 4, in their next 14 games after this. So again, Cavs need at least 3 home runs in their next 14 games if they want to be able to tie the record. And DeMario flies this one into center under it. McGowan to make the catch. And the Cavaliers post a 7-run 5th inning to make it 23-3 as we head to the 6th inning here on your home of Cavalier baseball, Johnson County Sports Live. here in the top of the 6th. Cavaliers had a 7-run, 4 hits, bottom of the 5th. First pitch in for a strike to the catcher Connor Wells, 1 for 2. An RBI double and a fly out to Colin Coonrat. Hanson Seibert's day is done after 2 innings, and the Cavaliers will turn to another arm out of their bullpen. This is Max Waldschmidt, a right-handed sophomore out of Iowa City, Iowa. Pitching phenomenally so far. Making his 10th appearance out of the bullpen this year. 11 2/3 innings of work, 14 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, and 18 strikeouts. ERA at 4.63. 0-2. Dribbler to short, fielded by Groh, throw to first in time. 1 down. Only 4 pitches to take care of Connor Wells.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 6, Jagger Day.
So the Wildcats will turn to a pinch hitter. This is Jagger Day. Behind 0-2. Yeah, Waldschmidt takes care of Jagger Day quickly. 3 pitch strikeouts. 7 pitches, 2 outs.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 2, Aiden Churd.
And Aiden Chard will also get a pinch hit. He's behind on that one. Count moves to 0-1. Aiden Chard, the sophomore out of Fredonia, Kansas. And then Jagger Day, the man who's last up, local kid out of Baldwin High School, where the Wildcats also from, in Baldwin City, Kansas. It's 25 minutes outside of Lawrence, Kansas. Maybe 15, 20, depends on where you're at in Baldwin. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that one will be an 8-2. As Chard will be aboard first.
Pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 9, Jesse Henslick.
And the Wildcats will turn to another pinch hitter in Jesse Henslick. One-0 start to Jesse Henslick. Freshman out of Montrose, Missouri. Rockport High School product. Swings and misses. There goes the runner to second. Got him. So Aiden Chard is caught stealing. So Henslick will be up to bat in the top of the 7th. But the Cavaliers have their last chance to add on insurance. As I'm just informed, we will be playing 7, so the Cavaliers will have their last chance to add on some runs when we come back. You're watching Cavalier Baseball on Johnson County Sports Live, presented by Martin City Animal Hospital. Bottom of the sixth, last chance for the Cavaliers to add on to their 20-run lead. As a few defensive substitutions as Jagger Day in center field, Chart at second, Henslick at third. Tune out of the DH, David Dobbs. As we also have a new pitcher on the mound for the Wildcats. This is Cordell George. Cordell George is a freshman out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri. They'll face Dobbs, Rowe, and Giesler, and then Grohl if anyone gets on. 3 balls and a strike to David Dobbs. Yeah, that one off the helmet of Dobbs as he swings and fouls it off. Count full 3-2. Cordell George fires the full count offering. And Dobbs fouls it off, and that one sails way out of the park. Count moves full, still 3-2. Another 3-2. It's a dribbler to first. Bivens grabs it, steps on the bag himself for the first out. So in steps in Briggs Rowe. So Cav softball gets the sweep over the Highland Scotties, 9-0 in the first game in 6 innings, and then game 2 the Cavaliers take care 5-0. So number 14 in the country, and Cav softball takes care of the Scotties. We'll see him again in the KJCCC Region 6 Division II softball tournament. First week of May. It'll be held right here in Overland Park at the Cavaliers Sports Complex. Ready to cap off the spring season and head to summer. Now they're 1-2 coming up. Be exciting to see while I head off to Vermont for summer ball. See where a lot of these guys will play summer ball. Although notably, some of the guys went on to play in the big-time summer ball leagues, like Druvic had a grand slam for the Mankato Mood Dogs in the Northwoods League. Some played in the Appalachian, but a lot of the guys will play in the Van Johnson. Strike three. Briggs Rowe is into first easily.
The right fielder, number 17, Braden Giesler.
So Giesler's aboard first. And Braden Giesler has changed his walk-up song. Sean outside for ball one, and did Victor Crystal suggest that one, or who suggested that one for Giesler? Was it? Oh, Savoy. Okay.
He's the man.
That's valid. He's been the man these past couple series. He's behind on that one, 1-1. He was about ready to go, about ready to take the Wildcats yard for a third time. He's only done it twice. He's walked, he's popped out, and he's grounded out. 2 for 4 day with a walk for the Jasper, Indiana native, which that one's low, and throw back from Wells. Two one outside, 3 balls and a strike is Cordell George, although is able to find the zone once again and able to have Dobbs put a ball in play to get the first out. Been able to get more punch outs after that. I want a dribbler. George has to throw it. Not in time. There's 2 aboard now for the Cavaliers as Logan Groh will step in.
19, Logan Groh.
First pitch fouled off.
We're having Cracker Jacks and hot dogs, and I think that's next Thursday. And I don't know if we're doing concessions after that. What do you need something?
Oh, no, I was just wondering.
Okay. I mean, that beer's pretty nice, Jim.
0-1 in the turf, and no throw from Wells as both will take second and third.
Sasquatch.
1-1 fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's you, man. All right.
Now, the other thing is, you guys got any more of those like caps that you're wearing on the field there?
Which one do you want?
The navy blue. This one?
Groh was able to piece another one foul. Count still at 1 and 2.
Or like the interlocking JC.
Oh,
like that.
okay. All right. I'll ask Jaeger.
All right.
All right. What size do you need? Big melon size?
So runners on second and third. It's Rowe on third, and Giesler on second.
7.5, 7.3/4.
Yeah. They're all fitted.
Here's another 1-2.
Find out.
And Groh will strike out. No drop there. There's 2 down for Colin Coonrat. We'll talk about how successful the Cavaliers have been against Bakers. Coonrat lifts that one deep to right field. Back goes Boyer at the wall and gone.
Brandon, you should have a better home run call by now. We've only had 150 of them.
The 11th home run of the day for the Cavaliers, and Colin Coonrat goes yard for the second time today. 26-3 the lead.
Second baseman number 40, Trent Cornell.
Hey, didn't we beat Neosha 28 to something? Yeah, 28-0. Yeah, we gotta get 2 more runs.
Colin Coonrat's hit his 25th home run of the season.
And Brendan should have a good home run call by then. You think you've called enough of them, Brendan, that you should be able to get them. Is it Brendan or Brandon?
Brandon. 1-0 to Trent Cornell. It's hit for a strike on the inside.
Come on.
1-1 high fly ball, and it'll leave and hit on the roof.
Stayed up there.
No, it bounced over here. Well, you guys hit balls around here.
So here's the 1-2 to Cornell, and he'll strike out swinging. And the Cavaliers have a 26-3 lead. And their 23 runs have tied their record from last year when they scored 23 runs on Baker. Won the game 23-0. So the Cavaliers will look to once again go back-to-back with 23-run leads as Braylon Brooks will look to shut the door when we come back. Top of the 7th, Braylon Brooks will look to close things out as again, folks, this is the last half inning we'll play. Unless by the grace of the baseball gods that the Wildcats somehow score 23 runs, then this game will look to be all but over as Braylon Brooks will be the one to try and close things out. It's Jesse Henslick back in the box. It is the 11th appearance for the freshman from Tuttle, or the sophomore from Tuttle, Oklahoma. 14 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 9 walks, and 22 strikeouts. Combines for a 3.68 ERA. Count moves 3-2, a full. 3-2, high and out for ball 4. Leadoff walk for Henslick. And the Wildcats will turn to yet another pinch hitter. This is Austin Alvarez. He looks at a first called strike.
I just had this cough. I can't get rid of it. I don't even feel bad.
I had that last year. I was coughing like crazy. And then
Quickly falls behind 0-2 as Braylon Brooks
well, I've had this
moving
since I was
quick.
taking Christmas break, and it like goes away for a week, and then like it would just pop back up randomly.
have you taken anything for it?
Nope.
So Elijah Collin will also pinch hit at the top of the order for Brady Mack.
Anyway,
Why don't you go see if the
One high out, 1-2.
all those things up there you
maybe a little steroid shot.
Braylon Brooks' last outing was in the third game against Allen. He pitched one in the third inning, on 2 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And down goes Alvarez looking. There's the first out of the 7th. As Elijah Collin will pinch hit. First pitch in for a strike. Collin, the junior out of Staley, Missouri. Or out of Kansas City, Missouri. Product out of Staley High School. Same high school that Lucas Wilson attended. You have also Austin Alvarez, the catcher. Another native out of Topeka, Kansas. Product out of Veritas Christian. Which Veritas is in Lawrence, Kansas. 2-1 down the middle for strike 2. Count moves to 2-2. Royals and White Sox getting ready and set to go at 6:40. 2-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's 2 down. So another pinch hitter. This time it's Jagger Day.
I'll see him tomorrow at 11.
First pitch swinging and missing.
Bye, later. Work on that call.
So this time it is Jagger Day that'll be the pinch hitter. Count moves to 0-2. And Baker down to their final strike.
Patrick, your mic is on.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's how the Wildcats will go down. 23-run win. Final score, Cavs 26, Wildcats 3.
Another doubleheader coming your way on
We'll take a recap of this game when we come back here on Johnson County Sports Live. Back here on our post-game show here on Johnson County Sports Live. Our post-game show presented by sponsored by I-35, I-435 Self-Storage. Attic offers climate-controlled units, RV and vehicle storage, plus clean, move-in, ready spaces. As a veteran-owned, community-focused business, Attic features monitored 24/7 units with friendly on-site managers. Rent, reserve, and pay online anytime at attic-storage.com. Brendan Bolin back here with you to wrap up this game. And there's not much to say. Cavaliers hit 11 home runs today. That ties for the most they've hit in a single game this season. And they dominated the game. They had a 9-run third inning, and then they batted around the order twice in this game. In the third and the fifth inning, they batted around the order and then some. And you just hate to feel for the Baker bullpen that they only had 3 guys that they could have available to pitch. So what was supposed to be a 9-inning game turned into a short-lived 7-inning game that, for the Cavaliers in team history, they match the dominance they asserted last year on the Wildcats in a 23-run win. Well, they won 23-0 last year.
All right, Miss Jenny. I will see you Saturday. Yep.
And it ties for the 11th largest win in program history. And it's tied for the 7th most runs they've scored in program history as well. So adding on into the record books of what this team has been able to accomplish as the Cavaliers improve to 39-2 on the season. And it's huge momentum as they will head to a doubleheader on Saturday against Southwestern Community College. First pitch at 1 p.m. Our pregame show begins at 12:50 right here on your home of Cavalier Athletics, Johnson County Sports Live. So we thank you for tuning in to today's midweek late afternoon action here on Johnson County Sports Live. For my entire crew of Varsity Sports Live, I'm Brendan Bolin saying so long, have a great evening, and hum Cavs.